The mysterious sign. It seems to be everywhere. An old library, filled with the typical smell of old leather-bound books. It's a writing desk. A goose quill and an ink. I don't want to write anything down. Melanie, there you are.
Brent!
Where have you been? I was worried about you.
I was just having a look around, and then I ended up here in the library.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm okay.
Melanie, we're in pretty serious trouble. What on earth are you doing in here?
Reading. They've got some really interesting books in here, Brent. Take this one, for example. It's a book on the monastery's history. It was written by Christian monks. It says...
Hold on, Melanie. Before you start your academic lecture, you may be interested to know that I've just seen someone called Maglaw, who was good enough to tell me that you and I are to be executed in a few days' time.
I know that, Brent. I've seen him too. He was here half an hour ago. He told me everything.
Oh, and I suppose it doesn't bother you? Well, as for me, I had other plans for the eve of my life, to be honest.
Brent, what do you think I'm doing here with these books? I'm looking for something that might be of help to us.
This is no time to start reading, Melanie. We must do something.
Well, at least I found out that this monastery used to be inhabited by Christian monks.
So what? What good is that?
Why don't you listen? The Druids besieged the monastery, but they couldn't find a way in. Not one of the monks that tried to flee during the siege ever came back. The monks heard their brothers screaming, sometimes for days on end.
I think I can guess what the Druids were doing to them.
That's where the chronicles stop, in mid-sentence. The Druids must have found a way into the monastery.
Melanie, this is all very interesting, but we just don't have time for history lessons. We're in trouble now.
I know, Brent. That's why I suggest you have a good look round the monastery while I carry on studying these books. Maybe we'll find a way out of this.
Aren't you scared at all, Melanie?
Of course I'm scared, but we mustn't give up. If we just sit around and wait, the ritual will be completed, and then we'll die.
Perhaps we should never have come here.
What choice did we have? To let the circle rule the world?
That may yet happen anyway. The only difference is that we won't be there to see it.
We're not dead yet, Brent. There's still a chance. We have to try. Think of Mr. Blake. He helped us and paid for it with his life. Do you want his death to have been in vain?
Ah, Mr. Blake. If only he could have seen all this. It would have confirmed all his theories.
I doubt it would have pleased him very much, though.
Okay, Melanie. You're right. Let's do all we can. I'll take a look around this place. Will you still be here later?
Of course.
Good. Take care of yourself.
And you, Brent.
The hatch to the dining hall. That's a lot of storage jugs. That looks like blood. Pretty rusty. That doesn't look particularly tasty. Crabs. They're for snobs. Crabs. A knife. I'd better leave it where it is. That looks revolting. No, that's a crucible. I'll take it with me. That looks revolting. It's too heavy for me. I'd better leave it where it is. You never know. It might come in handy. A plate of maybe later. These jugs are empty. I don't need them. There's flour in that tub. A dining table. It's big. They are spears. That's a lot of crockery. The hatch to the kitchen. Not very easy to handle. I'd better leave them here.
You? What do you want?
I take it you're Serstan, am I right?